As we take a deeper look at Stefon Gilmore offseason workout, he had offseason surgery on his shoulder, so he's doing the recovery stage right now, but you can clearly see that he's working to improve himself and get ready for the season. Now, granted, the Cowboys really need that veteran leadership out there on the field. We saw him last season. He had 2 INTs last season for us. Team shied away from throwing the ball in his direction. And when you got to the playoffs, of course, he was still battling that shoulder situation, and it didn't look that great. Now, when you think of Brandon Cooks, he was the other guy for the offseason acquisition from last year, right? So both of these guys were key components of the Cowboys going, quote unquote, all in from that perspective. And when you think of it, both of these guys, right, when you really take a real good deep look at it, they kind of gave the team a slight edge, especially in the DB room for Stefon Gilmore when you talk about wisdom and understanding of the game. And on top of that, when you really think about what happened last year with the likes of what we had before him, you know, the year before that, I meant to say. So, of course, he brings in that. And you needed help from the wide receiver room out of Brandon Cooks, and he brought that to the table as well. Here's the only thing, though. He only had 8 touchdowns, and I'm saying only lightly because he wasn't on the same page with Dak Prescott, and they had a few flaws and issues in games. Nevertheless, both of these guys, you can argue and say, yeah, I would love for Stefon Gilmore to come back, so that you don't have to really necessarily rush Trayvon Diggs or gamble so much with the youth, with Keelan Carsons, Eric Scotts, or what have you, and he already knows the system, right? And if anybody can help older DBs out, is Mike Zim. You know, he's one of those guys in his defense. It's going to take a situation where you got to have knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the game. And when you think of Brandon Cooks on the other end, I like his skill set, but majority of the time you like him inside, right? Running routes from that spot of the field. But that's where CeeDee Lamb is at. So it forces him to be on the outside, and a lot of people saying that he's tiny. And when you look at Stefon Gilmore, you're saying, hey, you don't really want to pay a lot of money for him for another 1-year rental. You got to at least see what you got. This is what I would do. This is my play. I would bring back Stefon Gilmore, right, for a cup of coffee after I seen my younger DBs. After we do the full evaluation of them, and then we'll say, hey, Gilmore, come on back. And then, of course, Brandon Cooks is here anyhow. Let him continue to excel and do his thing over there for the Cowboys and helping and teaching the youth out. Now, when you think of Stefon Gilmore to a degree, the Cowboys, hey, just sit back and wait and see what you got out of the guys that you already have in-house. But also let people know, or let him know, stay by the phone. Be one phone call away. That's all I'm going to say with this. Post me your thoughts, post me your concerns on both of these two guys. The acquisitions, the big-time acquisitions, by the way, from last season. Stefon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks. Let's see. And hopefully Brandon Cooks will be on the same page with Dak Prescott. Can he get 1,000 yards for the 2024 season? DC for life, not for short. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys.
And I'm going to go with Trey, bro. Trayvon, bro. Diggs, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, he just playing with him this past year, bro, before towards ACL, man. He was out for all-pro, first team all-pro year before he tore his knee up. But, his ball skills, bro, the way he's knack for the ball and his competitiveness is I've been around a lot of great corners, bro, and he can be the best corner in the league. If he just really just lock in, bro, because the talent is there, bro. Like, ball skills crazy. He can run. He's physically big.
Right.
Like, bro, he's like from the outside looking in, I'm like he got great ball skills, but actually being around him, I'm like, man, this corner he can really take over the league. If you do the right things to set himself up.